You know, Jesus, on the eve of his crucifixion, the gospel gives testimony that Jesus prayed the same prayer 3 times to God. If it be possible, let this cup pass from me. He said, nevertheless, not as I will, but your will be done. Luke says he sweated, as it were, great droplets of blood, that he was under such intense temptation. You know, the problem is with people today is they don't want to pray, God, your will be done in my life. I mean, they would rather cast this doubt on whether or not it's God's will to heal you. And Jesus came and demonstrated that it's God's will to heal us. You know, over and over through the Gospels, Jesus said, your faith has made you whole. Or according to how you said this, he said, let it be done unto you. You know, he came to deliver and heal us from the wound of sin. And that in Mark chapter 2, Jesus said, to the lame man, his 2 friends tore back the roof to let their friend down in front of Jesus. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said, son, your sins be forgiven you. And the Pharisees that were standing by, Jesus knowing their thoughts, that who is this that blasphemes? Who can forgive sin but God? But Jesus said, which is easier to say? Your sins be forgiven you, or pick up your bed and go home. He said, but that you might know that the Son of Man has power, authority on earth to forgive sin. He said to the man, pick up your bed and go home, and immediately picked up his bed and walked out straight through the midst of them. And they marveled. It's not a matter. It's God's will to heal us as much as it is to forgive us our sin, to take away our sin, to heal us from the wound of sin that the first man, Adam, sowed into the flesh of all mankind. The first man, Adam, sold us under sin. The second man, the last Adam, as Paul describes Jesus in 1 Corinthians 15, 45 through 47, that he was the second man, the last Adam. Because since by man came death, by man also came the resurrection of the dead, 1 Corinthians 15, 21. So what we ought to be praying is God's will be done in our life.